Hello everybody, this is Llodg, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the games I have finished throughout this year. I was able to get through a lot of games this year that have been on my backlog for what seems like forever, but I'm going to be talking about some of the games that I was actually able to finish this year, even if they didn't release in the year 2021. Well, let's get into it. I started off this year by playing Knights of the Old Republic that was released back on the original Xbox, and I was playing the PC version. It was pretty fun and my first BioWare game that I actually finished, and I absolutely loved it. I first tried to play it like 5 or 6 years ago, and I just couldn't get into the combat of the game, and that's still kinda true here, but I was actually able to push past it and love the story and the worlds of the game, and I definitely recommend that. I also played the first Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel game around the same time, and this is a game that is a part of a much bigger series than I realized, and while I really like the game, I'd probably love it even more if I got to play the Trails in the Sky trilogy, which I'm actually playing in the first one right now. But yeah, Cold Steel 1 was pretty great. I really liked all the characters and combat. Okay, at this point in the year, there was like a winter storm, basically let me stay home to play games for like a week, so I quickly went through all these. Nier Automata. I played the first 2 endings a while ago and was waiting to finish it, and I finally got the time to do it. And I also really love this game. Platinum Games is like one of my favorite developers right now, and them and Square Enix knocked it out of the park, and really makes me want to drop everything and play Nier Replicant right now. Then I played Crash the Insane Trilogy, and I loved it, though sadly we may not get to see a Crash 5 because Activision sucks, but oh well. 3 was great and stuff. Then I finally finished Shadow of the Colossus, and oh my gosh, this game is amazing, and I wish I played it earlier in my life. And that's the Winter Storm video game week. Then I started to play Persona 5 Royal and Tales of Symphonia, and take literally months to finish them. Though I love the original Persona 5, so Symphonia kinda got put on the back burner for a while. And in May I finally finished Persona 5 Royal and realized I screwed up how to get the 3rd semester, so I really just replayed Persona 5. Which honestly I'm not gonna complain about because I love that game for some reason. I guess this just means in my 2022 video I'll have to do New Game Plus Persona 5 Royal to make sure I get it. And here I played the game that I've been anticipating for a long time, Devil May Cry 5. I played the first 2 like 2 years ago, and DMC2 kinda killed any inspiration to play the rest of the series. But last year I actually played 3 and loved it so much, and obviously immediately played 4 right after, and also really liked it. So when I got to 5, I of course really loved it, and it's tied with 3 for my favorite in the series, and I really wish Capcom would give more details on when 6 is releasing, because that's one of my most anticipated releases. And throughout the year, whenever I had travel and I couldn't bring home like a home console, I'd bring my Switch to play Hades. And I finally finished it all the way through in May. And this would have been my game of the year last year if it weren't for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and me actually beating it last year. But yeah, this is a really good game that I didn't think I'd enjoy at all. I also beat the first No More Heroes game, and I thought it was pretty good, but not my favorite or anything. I was kind of trying to play it because No More Heroes 3 is coming out in like August. Okay, and here's where I slowly play games and don't really finish any of them. Well, I started both Final Fantasy X and the first Mass Effect in like the middle of July, and here's where you've been following my channel for a while. You can see how I played through all the 2D Metro games leading up to the release date of Dread. So if you want my thoughts on those games, you can actually watch the reviews I did for them, and you'll get more in depth and stuff. So in like August, I finally finished Tales of Symphonia, and I thought it was alright, nothing groundbreaking to me. I'm actually playing through Tales of Vesperia right now, and I am liking it so much more. Like, I feel like it does everything that I want with that game, but better. I don't know, I may have a video on that in the future, keep a lookout for it I guess. But yeah, Symphonia went a little too long for me and kept having points where it felt like the story would end, and then it would just keep going, and I kinda guessed some of the twists beforehand, which kind of killed my vibe, but you know. Then I finally got my hands on a PS5 and immediately bought FF7R Intermission. It's something like that. It's the Yuffie story stuff. And I really love Final Fantasy VII Remake that came out in 2020. It was my game of the year that year, and I really loved this little DLC. It was a lot of fun. Also, I played through Final Fantasy Stranger in Paradise demo thing in like October. I meant to do a first thoughts on that, but I kind of ran out of time since it was like a limited time thing. And I finally finished Final Fantasy X, and I haven't played too many mainline Final Fantasy games yet. I hope to do more in the future. But 10 has so far is probably been my least favorite Final Fantasy game, coming behind 7 and 6. But honestly, that doesn't mean it's a bad game by any means, I just don't enjoy it as much. And in November, I finally finished the first Mass Effect game, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm still playing through the second one. And finally, I got through Metroid Dread, and I gotta say, it's my game of the year. Especially playing through the entire 2D Metroid series, it made me love this game way more, and I'll hopefully make a full review of it early next year. And yeah, that's all the games I played this year. I actually got through a lot more than I originally thought I would, and let me know if you have any games that you played this year, and what you enjoyed, and maybe what you'll hopefully enjoy next year. I know we still have a lot of old games to play. So I hope you enjoyed the video, have a good day, and goodbye.